Good evening, guys. Day two. Staying motivated, staying on track, thinking about the baby steps that we can take every day. Worked a 14 and a half hour shift, but didn't lose track of any little step I can take in the right direction. Didn't have time to make it to the gym. Ate good all day, had my meals prepped. Weighed in this morning, was at the higher end of where I've been over the last few months, but that's really what's motivated me to get this kicked in the right direction. So not too down about it. So today I didn't have time to do a whole lot as far as what can I do today to make myself better. And I thought of one of the problems I've had off and on over the last 5 years or so has been sleep. And I think it's one of the most overlooked categories in the whole total health and wellness package is the quality of your sleep, how many hours a night you're getting, how regularly you're getting those hours. And having that in mind, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just skip my morning coffee today. I normally have 2 cups of pretty dark black coffee. And I was like, let me just skip my coffee and drink some water and get going. And I did that, and I felt great for about the first 5-6 hours at work. Had some oranges and an apple, and I started feeling down a little. I'm losing this energy. And then I was like, oh, this lack of caffeine is starting to give me a headache, and I'm starting to feel the withdrawal from it. And I was like, I did it about a year ago. I quit drinking coffee for a couple months, and I drank black tea instead. And I was like, oh, I have some black tea at work. So I went and made one cup of black tea around noon today. I start work at 6:30 a.m. So around noon today, I had 1 cup of tea and walked around a little bit, sipping the tea. And the headache started going away, and I felt a lot better, and it rejuvenated me. And I recalled that when I did this a year ago, after about a week, somewhere in the week to 2 week range, I started really losing that afternoon crash, had not over the top energy, but no continuous fatigue. Reading and researching more about coffee and caffeine, the timing's important, and how much you have and when you have it, and do you drink it first thing when you wake up before you even drink any water, get all dehydrated with caffeine, and blocking certain receptors that need to be cleared out right away in the morning. And hopefully you can do some more research on your own on that. But the word for the day is I took a baby step. I quit drinking caffeine, quit drinking coffee. There's caffeine in tea, but there's a difference. You can look that up, Google it, research it. It's a thing. Green tea, for example, hydrates you, where coffee dehydrates you. So there's a big difference there. Your body needs water for everything it does. You wake up, you drink black coffee, you haven't even had a sip of water yet, and the first thing you're doing is losing water by dehydrating yourself with coffee. But not to put you down, I love coffee, and if it works for you, I'd probably stick with it if it works for you. A lot of people, especially women I've known in my life, have been able to drink 6 pots of coffee all day and just be amped with energy, and really suppresses your appetite. And so there can be some uses for it. I'm not trying to bash your use of caffeine. I'm saying my use of caffeine is affecting my sleep, affecting my energy. It can affect your blood sugar with diabetes. Google it, research it. Your insulin is affected by caffeine. And as a diabetic, especially if you take metformin or take shots, which I never took, but I have read about it, that it can actually spike your insulin. So just a quick video, trying to keep them under 5 minutes each day, just as a little history that I can start developing and building, so I can look back and see what I did, what days, when, where. And then I can look how did it make me feel in the coming days and weeks and months, and hopefully I can just keep doing this forever. I mean, I don't see any reason why I can't take 5 minutes out of every day to update myself and you guys. Hopefully, eventually have millions of subscribers. Right? Reminds me, hey, if you're getting anything out of these videos, which I can't imagine you are yet, there's only 2 of them up, but please consider subscribing and commenting and liking and following along and seeing where we can take this. God bless you. Good night.